Okay, here's the thing. The reason you think you don't finish what you start and you fall off the wagon with your diet and your exercise all the time is because you think you don't have the right mindset. You think that you are not capable of having willpower. But the problem with that thinking is that it's wrong. Sorry, you're wrong. It's BS. When you rely on willpower, you are setting yourself up for failure. And then very often you blame it on the other things. It's the trainer, it's the diet, it's all these things, but it comes down to you just don't think you have the right mindset or the willpower to finish, right? But the problem with willpower is, what is willpower? Willpower means you are resisting a short term temptation to get a long term goal. And the problem with that, you're a human being. We're procrastinators. We want instant gratification. That's not unique to you. Sorry, I'm the same. We're all the same. We're human beings. So we don't want to sacrifice our existing level of comfort for something we're going to get later on. We're just not motivated to do that. So, problem number one is willpower, and willpower is finite, it means you run out of it. So, you start out your day feeling determined and full of willpower, but then you eat healthy all day. That takes willpower. You get outside and go for a walk at lunch. That takes willpower. You don't crash into or honk at the silly driver in traffic because so many drivers are crap, right? But that takes willpower not to get mad at them. And then you need cookies, or you need a nap, or you need a movie. And that's because you run out of willpower. Willpower will fail you. So it's a great thing to have and to work on, but if that's all you're relying on, it's not reliable. You need something bigger than that to get stuff done. Now, how do you get motivation? So we're moving on. That was problem number one, right? There's another problem, and that's your motivation. Motivation only comes when you have two things. Those two things that you need are the belief that you can get to the finish line. And we already know you don't have that because you've been relying on willpower and you haven't gotten to the finish line, right? If you'd gotten to the finish line, you wouldn't be watching this video looking for weight loss fitness solutions. So we know you haven't got to the finish line, which makes it hard to believe you're going to get there. Don't worry, there's solutions coming, guys. Okay, so then the second belief that you need to have is that the rewards you've been promised are going to be waiting at the finish line. And the problem with that is that we're talking about weight loss and fitness. And eventually, yes, eventually, if we do all the work, we will get those rewards. But the problem is we set up these little finish lines we want to get to, and then the reward isn't there. So you're stepping on the scale every week. You've had this fantastic week, and then that reward, that number on the scale, is not there for you. So, how do we get around all this? Okay, I want you to get the results. I want you to be successful. And I know that you can be, but you have to believe you can be. So we're going to focus on little wins. People pay hundreds and thousands of dollars to get trainers to give them a program, and then they never do it. I can't do that. I can't take your money and then know you're not going to take action. So in order to get the results, you do have to do the actions, right? We know that. But how do you get the motivation and how do you have the willpower to do it? Well, we're not going to rely on your willpower. We're going to rely on solution number one, systematic stalking. Sounds fun, right? So daily, weekly, there are posts in our Facebook group. You have to comment on those posts. Have you done the work? Have you put the effort in? We don't care about the results. Have you put the effort in? Were you showing up? And if you don't comment, if you're not staying with us, then you're going to be called out. I'm going to be tracking you down what's going on, helping you through it. Okay? So that systematic stalking, you know you have to be accountable. That's one of the things going to help push you forward. Instant gratification is going to come with the habit catalyst system. Do not underestimate the power of that yes reward. And that will make sense more once you're doing it. But that yes reward is a daily instant gratification reward, and trust me, you will work for it. Now, step two are the bigger rewards. How do you get to the finish line? Because those first things are going to help you get there, that instant gratification and the systematic stalking, they're going to get you to the finish line. But what do we do about believing that those rewards will be there. Well, we have to change the reward for now. So you have to not care about what's on the scale. That's not the reward we're going for. If it's there, fabulous, but that's not what you're expecting when you get to the finish line. When you get to the end of the 30 days, when you get to that finish line and you have shown up, you have put the effort in and participated, and you're showing up on your habit catalyst, you're going to get a phone call from me. It'll be a 15 to 20-minute phone call where we are focused on you, your particular needs, wants, obstacles, solutions. Okay, so I am going to be personally helping you through to the next step. So that is the reward. It's a reward for effort, not results. Now, this approach may not work for you, and that's okay. You can opt out of the stalking. But if you are someone that you start things and then you feel guilty because you're not staying with it long enough to see the results that you know will eventually show up, or you're spending money on gimmicks that collect dust, and you've been relying on just your willpower to get you there, you need to do something different, right? So this is what's going to get you there. This systematic stalking, which works on it's using your own brain against you for good, so that you can stop blaming yourself and get the results you need, get the stuff you need. And I am giving you all the stuff. I'm not just telling you go exercise. I'm giving you the exercises to do. I'm giving you the social support. I'm giving you the nutrition tips. It's all in there for you, plus giving you the tools to get to the finish line and giving you the rewards at the finish line. We just solved the world's problems, people. I will see you on the other side of the click.